On today's video, Kingdom 163's Alliance Fortress went down and Mad left a mad opening with a lot of players unshielded and about to get zeroed. This is a bloodbath, a zeroing fest that Kingdom 149 placed themselves in, and we got lucky enough to be able to cover everything, including reports, a bunch of rallies, and everything and anything that had to do with the zeroing of quite a good amount of big boys in Kingdom 163 that were sitting at Mad, or that changed alliances and stayed within that territory. Anyway, sit back, enjoy the bloodbath, slap a like on the video if you enjoyed it, it was entertaining, had fun, whatever. And yeah, let's... YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming, and this guy is burning. Well, he's about to burn, but oh my goodness, what is going on in here? Kingdom 149 dropped a fortress that was in here, and that fortress caused mayhem. All of these flags became ineffective, and they started getting burned as well, and there were so caught off guard in here. You have 2 tier 5s about to get zeroed, I think even 3, plus a couple of very strong folks. This guy should be close to his tier 4s, this guy should be to his tier 5s, that guy should be very close to his tier 5s. And look at this right up here, Mr. Nitro Balls, 60 million power. All of these juicy targets in the battlefield and about to get rallied one by one. So we talked about this quite a bit when we said a little bit of tips and advice about Lost Kingdom, and that is being a teleport hero. When your fortress is burning and you are in the game, before you leave the game, you should be porting away because that fortress will not last. And so won't an 8-hour shield. If you fall asleep for 8.5 hours, you might wake up zeroed. And as soon as that fortress went down, Kingdom 149 and Kingdom 185, who got a couple of rallies in as well, could not avert their eyes from the feast that was all of these players. We're talking 240 plus million power players, 3 of them actually. Then a 60 million power player. On top of that, there were a few farms that were like 27 million power, 20 million power, 30 million power farm. I don't know who has a 30 million power farm, but it says farm on its name. It was nuts. It was just like, let's get all the kills, let's get all the rallies, and let's just get this out of the way. And this was the first one of many that were coming. We see a few of the recurring heroes for War Z, for Hack from Haka, for who else was rallying in there? I think EK rallied in there, and a few other folks who just consistently kept going at it. Big Rick also led a few rallies. You'll see in a moment the madness and chaos that was this thing. The guy went burning. First of many, 38 million power now. And that rally report wasn't too pretty at all. That was a bloodbath. Someone had a lot of tier 1s and a good amount of tier 2s. And well, there's a good amount of everything. And the severely wounded filled up real quick. I don't understand how that many deaths. It looks like his hospitals were already kind of full from before. And so just that little bit of tier 1s that were in there. Just big boy bloodbath. Ric Flair just 662,000 dead. And that was not even the beginning of it. Nitro Ball about to take a double rally. These guys were synchronizing their rallies all across the field. You can see a Big Rick with SIS rallying right now. And a 60 million power player, 171 million kills, is about to go down. I did not look at how many deaths he had because we had access to the reports. We can see how he looked like before and after. but taking a double rally to your city, oh, that is never a good idea. And this one was actually pretty well synchronized in terms of march speed and march time and all that. It was a really good double rally right there. And boy, oh boy, the 60 million power player did not stand a chance. A Cao Cao on the wall makes me question a few things. Maybe he had troops that he had left out on in a flag or something like that. But the Cao Cao at the helm meant that the solo marches also had a little bit of fun at the end, and meant that the burning was inevitable. Down to 56 million power. 4 million kills though, increased, but still. Look at this. Look at that nastiness, starting with deaths already from the one rally. Lots of tier 5s in there. Oh boy. Second rally should be so much worse. You can see Rick going at it with everything he had. And look at that. Oh, another 100k deads. Lots of severely wounded still, but 100k tier 5s gone in this one rally. Against the collective loss of about 84,000 troops. The rallies kept coming. Like, as soon as I came out of recording those reports really quickly, we got this. A third rally came in, which was a little bit of a slower hitting rally, so we had to speed it up. But this guy ate rally after rally after rally after rally. And you guys saw the first and second one, so you can see the amounts of troops that the guy had before and how many he ended up at the end. This was a very risky play, which worked out really well in the favor of Kingdom 149. There are a few things happening behind the scenes, which explain a little bit as to how this happened, which we're not going to go into anytime soon. But I can tell you that the lack of judgment, I guess, per se, by 163 regarding that fortress wasn't like too much of a surprise. It seemed like they were a bit how would you say it, not concentrated at the moment that this happened. And Kingdom 149 definitely capitalized with as many rallies as humanly possible, hitting as many people as humanly possible, and just taking away as many tier 4s and tier 5s as they could. This was EP's rally that we saw previously on Nitro Ball. We finally picked up the report. Look at all the deaths. All that's tier 5s. And his numbers of troops are going down as he's down in power like crazy. 312,000 tier 5s. I can't even imagine the pain of losing all that. And that wasn't his end. He was not going to be left with 1 million troops. This was not a resource plunder thing. This was about zeroing the guy. And so War Z again with another rally coming in. The solo march is nearby, ready to nibble away at whatever is going to be left in the troops around the red. This is a small, quick little tip in case you guys don't know about this. Once a rally is hitting a city, that confrontation says how many active troops there are inside that confrontation at a certain period of time, so slightly wounded is included. So once you get to the red zone, people around can actually swarm, like these guys started when it was close to red zone, and they will face only the troops that are remaining rather than the slightly wounded. Once the rally stops hitting, the slightly wounded then turn back up, and then you'd have to hit those. So you gotta make sure when you're solo hitting a city that's about to burn, do it right before it runs out of health, and then you take a win on the fight as well and plunder resources. That's the easiest way to take resources away, by simply hitting towards the very end and then getting a win as well, getting your own resources out. You can really clean someone out with a lot of resources without even zeroing them. And so everything was burning. Flags, cities, everything. There was even 100 and something million power players somewhere in here shielded, who, honest to God, I was so hoping his shield would go down. Not because I was hoping that he'd get zeroed because I want him to get zeroed, but just because it would have been insane seeing Kingdom 149 zeroing a 100 million power player. Look at the two rallies. One that I think I obscured with the camera, but the other one going up that way. These are the two targets. That guy is down 10 million points, 10 million power out the window, and he just keeps getting pounded again and again. And so does this guy. All the way down to nothing. All the way down to nothing. What a nice little hunting to kind of sealed the deal on the fight. At this point, they had already gone through 2 waves of fortresses. The third and final one, which was the really nightmare one. I apologize, I don't know what happened to the footage there. But the really nightmare final hold of the VNV fortresses came a little bit after this. This was like the beginning of the end as far as 149 were concerned in their victory in here. And what a great way to even demoralize further the enemy. Get a bunch of zeroed troops on their side. Oh, those people. I feel bad to an extent, but when the double rallies, just like this one, are all over the place, well, how can you complain? Look at the amounts of power these guys are taking away. Oh my goodness, 200 and something thousand. Tier 4 dead. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so bad. It's so bad. The losses were massive. The losses were massive. Millions and millions of troops. And what can you say? You can't say anything about that. Just what a crazy play by Kingdom 149. And I wanted to give them the stage for you guys to see the madness that was their fight, because these guys really fought hard. They fought really hard and got their rewards. They zeroed cities. They won the fight. And yeah, what else can be said? We have a collection of reports that I wanted to add here to show you guys. These guys slowly and steadily kept going down to nothing. I think these are the final few. You can see right there, very few remaining, some slightly wounded still remaining in here, but those were also taken care of, down to nothing. A lot of tier 5s that Nitro dude had. Kind of feel bad for him, I'm not gonna lie. And so I feel bad for this guy. The guy above him, as you may have noticed, did log in eventually and poured away, but Nikolai Tesla, man, you were so close to those tier 5s, had so many troops, and all that is out the window now. Rick didn't want to leave a single thing alive. Congratulations, Kingdom 149. That was some awesome fighting. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the Zone 6, and things will get a little more interesting there. But for now, what is left to be said? I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys found it informative, helpful, entertaining, I don't know, whatever you guys found it positive, hit a like on the video. If you guys have any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback from me, anything, leave me a comment down below, or on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Discord. In the description down below, right below the poster of the name of the game, click more, show more. You'll see all the links. Come follow me there, message me there if you have some feedback on a one-on-one basis you want to give me. And I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy this last rally. Take care. Peace.